Hey, Agathon, how you doing? Leaked, revealed info on Trump? What info? Wish I had like a fork or spoon. Got some rice with me. Alright. How's it going? Like I said, it's intense working with this guy, and I don't know, every day is challenging. But yeah, other than that, it's good. Hopefully, I'll get to the mountains tomorrow. It's been a while since I've been in the mountains. How you doing, Agatha? Hey, we got 24 people in here. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Giordano plays Roblox. Fish. I see a fish. A blue fish. Hold up, let me park real quick. Hi. I see a lot of highs. Let me park right here. Alright. Anis M. Rabbi Aliyev, what's up? How you doing, everybody? Yeah, I don't have a spoon. I should keep a spoon in here at all times. Never had sweet tea. Real brewed tea. Huh. Yeah, he's an intense guy. In general. Sweet tea. Huh. Giordano plays Roblox. Kind of rice. Basically, I think it's basmati rice in a rice maker. We sauteed some onions with it, some saffron, let it steep in water, and put the water with the rice, and then cook the rice with a little salt. It's called saffron rice. Put a little turmeric on it, just for the color. All right. Yeah, I don't know what I'll have time for today, but I watched some very interesting. I'm watching this channel now that's really inspiring. Talks a lot about like Miyamoto Musashi, the Book of Five Rings, Dokado, all that. Like, I love that philosophy. I love like the Chinese philosophies of just like how they live. Live in YouTube, TikTok would probably hit harder. I've never had TikTok, so I don't know. I got 26 people in here. I didn't even see that. Damn, 26 people with one like. Bro's thirsty. Yeah, I'm thirsty. I'm back. Welcome back, Kale. Channel name. I can't look it up right now because I'm streaming. It's called Stoic something. No, it might not be Stoic. Man. I forgot. It's got a bunch of good ones. It's with animation. He's kind of talking in the background. I don't know. Welcome back, Kale. Fox Stoica. No, that's not it. I don't know. I have no idea. It's a good one though. Rabbi Aliyev. How you doing, Rabbi? Rabbi? Room Konstanty Czarnecki. Czarnecki. How you doing, Zoe? And Konstanty? Welcome to the car stream. I'm Polish. It's awesome. I worked with a Polish family. I helped out a Polish family. Or the wife was Polish. And her side of the family was Polish, basically. All I know in Polish from that, working with them, is siadaj. Or siadaj, like, sit down. Is it? Something like that? Siadaj. Yes? Alright. Is the pronunciation good, though? I don't think my pronunciation is that good. What is it called, that channel's name? I love car streams. How many car streams are there? Because I bet there's a good amount of people that just stream in the car. I subbed. Thank you, Zoe. Always appreciate the subs. Let's see. All right. Let the poll begin. Ah, it's on my face. Should put it there. Ah, it's a little big. Am I gonna stream tomorrow? Maybe. I'm not sure. It's like right on my face, blue versus red. Can I move it like here? No, it won't let me. Maybe right here. Maybe. No. It's like too big. I feel like it's too big. Should I put it up here? Yeah. Maybe. Blue's winning. My favorite color. Blue all the way. I agree with you, Zoe. Two votes. Someone else voted blue. Wait a second, it might be the trash can. Nope, not in the trash can. No. I should put this. Where did I put them? I gotta do some DoorDash tomorrow. I've been slacking with that. Do you like the movie Squid Games? I've never seen it. I've seen the trailer, but no, I haven't seen Squid Games yet. That's on my list of things to watch. Definitely on my list. What do you think about it, Zoe? The movie Squid Games. Oh wait, 3 votes. One person voted for red. Who else voted though? Message is held for review. Jamie Mendoza. I'm back. Welcome back, Just That Guy. I'm not streaming much, Just That Guy. Just short streams here and there. I need to start doing some longer streams when I have the time. But yeah, welcome back, Just That Guy. Jamie Mendoza. Blue. Were you the one that voted for blue, Just That Guy? I just want to let you know I'm here. Hey, take care, Just That Guy. And it's good to see you. And thanks for voting blue versus red. Betterment Army. Hey, thank you. 676767 50-50. Ooh, 50-50. Damn. Blue versus red. In a dead heat battle. What time you stopping? 20 minutes. I'm not gonna stream for long. I'll say at most 20 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes. Maybe even 5. Not that long. It's not gonna be a long stream. Blue versus red. Blue versus red. Good day, mate. Once upon a time, in the land down under, I will watch your shorts after your stream. Ha! It's my cold plunging shorts where I have this streak going with like plunging, cold plunges. And then I have some dancing shorts. I have some shorts of me doing pull-ups, push-ups, running, random shorts. I saw one before. Which one? The cold plunge? The cold plunging one? I gotta do it tonight too. I'm not looking forward to it. It's tough. It's the only streak I got right now. Hey, what's good, Kevo? Hey, Kevo, are you doing cold plunges this winter? You should get like a gallon stock tank or something, like a big container, and do some cold plunge streaks along with me. I'm like on day 15. 500 push-ups a day. I'm feeling refreshed. Yeah, I think if I just kept it like at least 100 push-ups a day, bare minimum. If I can get a momentum with that and slowly add in after that, then I'll think I'll be good. Because it's just maybe I'm taking on so much things that's just I end up doing nothing. So 100 push-ups a day, bare minimum. That's it. And I think I'll be good in a month, 2 months, 3 months time. Red versus blue is still 50-50. But yeah, you gotta get on the cold plunge streaks, Kevo. Well, 60-40, blue. Blue is king. Hey, I'm with you, Ian. Blue all the way. If only I could vote, but I can't. Am I excited for Christmas? I mean, we got some caterings coming up for Christmas, so that could be fun, I guess. It's intense working with this guy, but that's what I signed up for. DoorDashing, not yet. Maybe tomorrow if I'm not so lazy, because I don't know. I'm like, once I'm working with this guy throughout the week, it's like it takes so much out of me where I'm just like, once I have any free time, I'm like mentally exhausted. So we'll see. We'll see whenever I start DoorDashing again. I'd like to, even just like a few orders here and there. The last time I turned it on, I ended up getting a better order from Instacart. So I picked that order up. It was like a $38 order. Mod me, Jolie. My biggest fan is in here. By the way, I'm new. Hey, well, I appreciate the sub, Zoe. And yeah, Christmas. Never really celebrated Christmas. More New Year's than Christmas. I mean, around the world, New Year's is celebrated more than Christmas anyway. No problem. Hey, thank you, Zoe. Ooh, Blue's winning. 7 votes. 57. By the skin of the Blues' teeth. 5-5. 5 viewers, 5 likes. Yeah. 6-7. What'd I do today? Yeah, we did some like trays for some catering. So I got in at like 2, got off. It's like 5 right now, so like 3 hours. Not too bad, but intense. It's an intense 3 hours. Jolie Gill, mod me. If I mod Jolie, he'd break my whole channel in half. He'd ban everybody. He'd ban the mods. Red is nice. Mob Bose. Is it Mob Boss or Mob Bose? Bose? What's a Bose? Oh, we're at 50-50. 4-4. 8 votes. Oh, all right, let's see. Jolie Jolly. Ah, red is nice. Blue is cool. Blue, what rhymes with blue? Mm-hmm. Red and blue are my favorite colors. What are my favorite colors? I like blue. Green. I think I like green better than red. I don't know, I like all colors. I don't like wearing black on top. Like, I don't know, like the usual restaurant attire is always black on top. And other than jackets, I don't like wearing like a black t-shirt. I don't like gay Freemasonic lodges. Oh. Do I know how to speak Spanish? Used to. I took 4 years of Spanish in high school. Didn't use it outside of high school. Ended up working at a restaurant where everybody was like, one person was from El Salvador, 2 people were from Honduras. I was the only white person. So the whole kitchen spoke Spanish. So that kind of picked it up then. And then I lost it again. Rompe Todo is my nickname. Rompe Todo. Why? What's mine? Oh, the guys at the kitchen used to call me Chelito, little white person. Chelito. That used to be my nickname. Chelito. Chelito, I think, is a little white person. I don't know. I have to look it up. Chelito. That's what they call me. My nickname is Cookie. Cookie's a good nickname. People used to always add a Y to my name, like Fitzy back in the day. Fitzy was always, for some reason, what people called me. That's about my only nickname. Chelito and Fitzy. There was one long time ago. That was a bad nickname. Not bad, not like awful. But yeah. Still stuck at 50-50. Blue versus red. It's interesting when I type 24/7 Betterment, because that's what the channel was called before this channel. I like revamped it, remade a whole new one. There's like 2 or 3 saying, oh, he deleted his channel and we'll miss him. One of them was Freemason. What was his name? Freemason something. He used to have a sick channel. But yeah, I had a lot of creators over these years. I think I would have had a lot of subs had I just kept my original channel years ago. I just kept deleting them, recreating channels, deleting them, recreating them. Yeah. Never really stuck with a channel for that long. Subs don't matter. Hey, it's just passive income, right? It's better than no income. $100 here, $100 there for just talking about nothing. Damn, we got two Joels. Jolie and Joel. The Minion and the Scuba Diver. AFK going to get something to eat. Alright. Just about watch time. It's about watch time to get monetized. It's about views once you're monetized. And CPM. So views are what matters more than anything. But the more subs you have, naturally it tends to be more views. So as you get the subs up, naturally the average view tends to increase as well. So it's like correlated. At least it's correlated for me. False. The guy that isn't even monetized yet. Took me a year to get monetized. And the secret to getting monetized, just do a bunch of live streams. That's the quickest way to get watch hours. I would do live streams. I am monetized on another channel. I don't know about that, Joel. Prove it. Welcome back, Zoe. We got 10 votes, 50-50. I didn't even see that. We're still at 50-50. Made a channel to avoid you. Watching? Nah, not watching your channel, Joel. That one blew up. Yeah, whatever you say, Joel. Whatever you say. How much do you do streams? Every now and then. Sometimes I get in the stream mode where I'm constantly streaming. Other times I could go weeks without streaming. So it's random. I don't... Nowadays I stream, I don't know, not that often. Not as much as I used to. I was really streaming, trying hard to get monetized. I was streaming because that's the best way to get watch hours. So I was streaming every chance I got, before work, after work, on weekends for hours. I really wanted that monetization, and I got it within a year. Because I didn't want to depend on just views for long form, because that's a hit or miss to get lots of views on the long form content. Ooh, Blues winning. AFK going to wash my dishes. All right. All right. What is AFK? AFK. Oh, here's the spoon I've been looking for. Been looking for the spoon. Now I can have my rice. I'll have some rice. And my dad says I don't have to. Do I play Fortnite? I've never played Roblox or Fortnite, and I just quit playing video games summer of 8th grade, summer of 7th grade. So going into 8th grade was the last I ever played video games. What's the difference between red and blue? What do you mean the difference? It's different. It's a whole different color, Ibrahim. How you doing, Ibrahim? I choose yellow. If only that was an option. I would choose yellow too, actually. I like blue and yellow, so that would be hard. I know red would be my last choice. But between... Yo, what's up, D Savage? How you doing, brother? We added some sauteed onions to this rice, and I think it made it much better. Everyone like and subscribe. Hey, thank you, D Savage. Indian food? No, it's basically Moroccan or Mediterranean, whatever. It's got saffron, that spice. So yeah, it's not Indian food. I added a little bit of turmeric to give it that yellow flavor. I mean, the yellow color. Take care, Zoe. Thanks for joining the stream and subbing. Ooh, is that the Polish flag? I think that's the Polish flag. Middle Eastern food tastes like heaven. I agree. Tagine, spices. Yeah, we're basically Moroccan / Mediterranean cuisine. Bro, you ever been with a black girl before? I mean, by been with, do you mean like had sex with a black girl? Because yes, if that's the case. Russian, okay, so that's the Russian flag. Oh, we're at 50-50. 12 votes. It's tied. We can't end the stream on a tie. Where am I from? I grew up in Turkey. I'm half Turkish. My mom's Turkish. So I'm not really from anywhere. I mean, I grew up in Turkey, so you could say I'm from Turkey. But I'm half American, half Turkish, so from both places. All right, cool. We're in Turkey. I grew up in the capital, Ankara. We had a summer house in Bodrum. Yeah, I went to many different schools in Turkey. I went to a British school. I went to an all-Turkish school. I went to a international school with just a bunch of different nationalities. Turkmenistan, Sweden, Tajikistan. There were people from Lithuania. I met a lot of cool people there. I used to live in Adana. Hey, that's awesome. That's a beautiful place. Turkey is a beautiful place. I'd love to visit Turkey sometime. It's since moving to the States, I haven't really been anywhere. Other than a few like states here and there, but I'd love to travel more. If my YouTube ever blew up, I'm traveling. I was working on the border in Adana. Huh. Food looks like it's tasting good. Any food tastes good to me. The only thing I don't like cheese. I don't like pomegranate. I don't like the berries except for, I like strawberries. I don't like blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. What else don't I like? I don't like grapefruit. You have yourself a vacation? Not yet. Not yet. I love cheese. The only thing with cheese I can like eat would be a pizza. But that's only if it's not too cheesy. Other than that, I hate the smell of cheese and the taste and everything. I don't know. Not a fan of cheese. You drink or smoke? I've never drank or smoked a day in my life. Never had coffee, never had soda, never had like Gatorade or energy drink. Okay, I've had one Gatorade my entire life. Never had caffeine. I've had tea, which some teas do have caffeine in them. But that's about it. Like Turkish tea every now and then. But yeah, never drank or smoked in my life. Burnout isn't real. Tea and turkey's goated. That's true. That's true. Turkish tea, you can't beat Turkish tea. Chai. That's tea in Turkish. How do I function without caffeine? That's a good question. I take ice baths. But nah, I'm still trying to figure out how to get energy. I don't know. Ice baths help with energy, and drinking water, a lot of water throughout the day helps when I do. Otherwise, I can go, if I'm not thinking about drinking water, I can go like a whole day without drinking anything, and that's not good. Getting back into smoothies, but it's just cold. It's gonna be winter time, and it's just tough drinking something cold. I don't know, I've gotten out of the habit of cold immersions, cold showers, just being cold in general. But yeah, never had coffee in my life. Especially the sugar cubes. Oh, you mean the Turkish tea with the sugar cubes? At our restaurant, we make this tea. It's basically a mixture of green tea with mint. Then we put a little bit of sugar in it, cane sugar, to sweeten it, because people's palates in the States like a lot of sugar. We don't make it too sweet, but we put a little bit of cane sugar to sweeten it. Yo, what's up, Gaga Go Gal? How you doing, Gaga Gal? Hey, blue is on fire. 60%. Red 40%. Red 40. Ibrahim. Got the laughing emojis. Must be Joel. Up, we got the celebratory emotion or emoji. Up, we got the laughing. How you doing, Gagao? Gagao. Do I have any kids? No, I don't plan on. Not in this life. I don't plan on having kids. It's just not something wasn't me, bro. The laughing emoji must have been Ibrahim. Or someone else who's lurking behind the scenes. Not me. The doctors. They pop up every now and then, but it's like sometimes if I don't give them attention or comment or like reply, they'll just keep commenting, or I don't know, anything to get attention, and they'll just start spamming my streams. It's been a while since they have spammed my streams with like my dad's name, my dad's picture, my mom's picture, my sister's business, talking about where I live and scary stuff. I almost hid my channel because I did hide my channel because of that. I don't know. It's like, why? What's the point? Like, I don't want, if it's gonna go that, if it's gonna get that bad, then I'm like, what's the point of having a channel? So, but then I always come back because it's fun making videos and talking about random stuff. How do they know such information? I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, delete it. Not worth it. It's been pretty tame recently. So, until it gets crazy again, I'm fine. You know what channel I really want to blow up? What are my thoughts on aliens? I definitely believe some form of life exists beyond just human life, because like we can't be the only species in like a huge, vast universe that's huge. Like the chances of us being the only life form is very, very, very low. So yeah, we are definitely not the only species in the universe. What, Ibrahim? Hey, Tommy, how you doing, brother? My guy from Australia. Australia, is it? I forgot. Where are you from, Tommy? My ultra running hybrid athlete brother. Any experiences with aliens? No. My mom's big on like new age, and she says she's had experiences, but I don't know. I'm not too new agey, which is completely different from like spiritual. I think spiritual and new age are like two separate. The UK, that's right, the UK. NoFap. I had 2 wet dreams. One of them today. So it would have, today basically is day 32, I think, with like 2 wet dreams during the 32. So we're still going. I still got opportunities to hook up, and that's what's kind of messing with my head a bit. And one of them basically lives in the same town, so I don't need to like travel far. And that opportunity is gonna come in like December, because she's going to her family for like Florida, and she'll be back. So that's gonna be tricky to maneuver around that. Whoa, that's cool. What happened to your mom? What do you mean, what happened to my mom? She just said she saw, I don't know, saw stuff. And also claims to have seen spaceships. And I don't know. Your progression in the self-development scene has been unreal. I don't think there's been much progression, Tommy. There's a lot of, like, I've done some amazing stuff, but I've fallen. I've like reversed all the progress I've made. Like, I've done insane ultra distance stuff. But then I've just like fallen off. Like, I'm starting from scratch with everything, basically. Strength, cardio, meditation, everything. And I really miss ultras and being able to do that. My main goal is to live a life without goals, kind of. Just live a disciplined life. Of course, there's goals of like get fitter, run ultras, 100 milers, 200 milers, different trail races, gain strength, gain lung capacity through breathwork practices, and they're like those surface level goals, but ultimately it's just to live a disciplined, what's the word called? Stoic lifestyle. A stoic lifestyle. Kaizen, right? 1% better every day. But yeah, no goals. A life without goals. Which, it doesn't make sense in the Western world, right? To not have goals. Because everything's so like analytic, and here's what I want to be in 5 years and 10 years, and basically just the rat race of self-improvement. But you're aware, mate, and that's the main thing. You know what you want to improve. That's true. Awareness is the main thing, and I can kind of live unaware because, I don't know, the days seem to be going by pretty fast on repeat where I'm just not conscious as much as or aware as I want to be. So if I think more important than NoFap would be a meditation habit. That should be my non-negotiable. at least 5 minutes a day of just sitting with my thoughts, or focusing on my breath, or scanning, body scanning, or I don't know, just being for 5 minutes a day at least. And then I think from there, the other habits will tend to get better. We'll see. It's just building those habits. Exactly. Doing those habits, zero effort. NoFap is too easy. I don't know. I think celibacy / NoFap, once you're in it long enough, the body and mind, because naturally we're species that want to keep procreating, right? If you go against that, I don't know, that's why all the great spiritual teachers take vows of celibacy, because you learn the most about yourself with that. I think going against like that base desire. So I don't know. I don't think it's easy, but more power to you. Don't get complacent, brother. Vine Boy, how you doing, Vine Boy? Complacency, yeah, me too. I gotta work on that. Very easy in my experience. Guess so, Joel. The master of everything. The genius. I remember you, Vine Boy. I remember all the subscribers, or all the people who comment on my lives. Oh, Blue's winning, 65%, 17 votes. How come? I had this streak, I think it was 2 years ago. I was on top of things. I was at least 7 miles a day, Maffetone heart rate training. I was building up my aerobic base. I was doing ultras every single weekend, ranging from 50Ks, 50 milers. I did my own 200 miles up and down this hill with 56,000 feet of elevation gain. I did 24-hour runs. And it was like back to back to back. And I was doing, on top of that, a bunch of push-ups, a bunch of pull-ups, and it was just, I felt great. And then I kind of stopped because I had this last person standing event. It was mostly hiking the 200 miles up and down this hill. 3 miles up for 1,500 feet, 3 miles down. I did that like 21 times. It was tough. It's a lot of climbing, that one. And I think it was during the summertime, so it was hot, and it rained the first day, I think. I said the thing I did bad about that thing is like the nights, right? I slept most of the nights instead of just going through the whole night. That's something one of my weaknesses in those like long overnight ones is sleepiness, is what usually always made me quit, is just being able to stay up. So yeah, if I could just learn to stay up, I'd finish so much more 100 milers instead of just DNFing, did not finish, which I have a lot of those on my resume as well. So how come you don't do so much ultra running? I definitely want to get back into it though. I miss it. I miss the, like, it's a different kind of suffering. It's like a prolonged misery. We'll see. I'm just getting back into just building my lungs back up because it sucks. Everything sucks. I would like to do that. Don't people? Yeah, some people hallucinate. That's true. Just going. So most people, like, if they're going a 48-hour I did actually do this 100 miler, insane climbing, like 25,000 feet of elevation gain. Whew, that was a lot of rocks. Like, it was not runnable. It was It was just like rocks on rocks on rocks. And that second night, it was rough. There was only 6 people, like only 3 finished. I ended up getting cut off at like mile 101 or something. There was like 4 miles to go. Only 3 finished. And I was one of the last people to get cut, along with this other one person. I still made it 100 miles though. The race is, races in the US, they got last person standing events. They've got 24-hour, 48-hour around the track, around like steep mountains. There's some good races in UK though. It's called fell running, I think, where it's just like straight up, straight down. Whew, instead of like switchbacks. But yeah, there's some intense races around the world. I think there's one in South Africa. I don't know. There's all sorts of ultra distance races everywhere. It's only small in the UK. We don't have as many. There's some good races. I think there's this famous, not famous, but John Stockton, who's done like last person standing events. He's from the UK. I think he got like 400 some miles in the last person standing event or something. It's only small in the UK. Oh, I read that. But yeah, I think it's growing over the world, like everywhere really. It's not as hard to find ultra races as it used to be. So it's definitely becoming more of a thing in just different countries, continents. Turkey, Thailand. I'm good with 100 miles. Me too, man. I don't know. I just miss those distances. I just haven't had the time to, I don't know. I'm just trying to squeeze in what I can squeeze in now with this job. So we'll see. We'll see what I can start building up ultra running wise. 61%, 18 votes. Blue. What time is it? It is 6:42 p.m. Military time would be 1842. 1822. Yeah, I still got to figure out the 100-mile distance as well, Tommy. Without sleeping. No naps. Going the whole time. 5 hours ahead. Okay. Huh. 5 hours? That would be 9:23. Nope. That would be 11:23. But yeah, Tommy, you gonna start posting again? Because I think your last video was months ago, right? Or even a year. Was it years ago? A year ago? But yeah, you gotta start posting. Tommy, I'll make Tommy a mod. I trust Tommy. I need to, haven't posted in ages. TikTok and Instagram. I was active on Instagram, but out of the blue, I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything wrong. I just can't create an account anymore. I just got banned. I don't know. I always happen to get banned with stuff, and I really don't do anything wrong. So who knows? I can't even make another Instagram account, even though I have a whole new phone number, phone, and everything. So who knows? Who knows? What did I do? I don't know. I didn't do anything. I was just posting normally, and one day it just logged me out. and I couldn't log back in. And then I tried creating new accounts, wouldn't let me. So I'm like, okay, that might be a sign that no more Instagram, just YouTube. That's all I got, really. YouTube. No more Facebook. No nothing. I haven't had Facebook for years. Like, last time I had Facebook might have been when I was 23, 24. I don't think they're that tech savvy, but I don't know. I have no idea. Those doxers might be tech savvy. I don't know. I don't know anything. Is there anything that you're struggling? Consistency? I don't know. Just like some days I wake up early, I get my miles in, I go to work, I do my push-ups. But then there's some days where I'm like, I don't feel, especially on days where I'm not working, I just feel like sleeping the whole day. I don't feel like doing the miles. I don't feel like doing anything. Just feel like watching Netflix, which, yeah, I don't know. I miss the consistency of, I miss having a big streak. Even though I know things aren't about streaks, I just miss having to, if only some genius was able to work it out in 2 seconds. Joel's the genius in this chat. It's getting late. It feels like it's getting late, but it's not actually late. Probably we'll just do my plunge tonight and some push-ups. I don't feel like running or walking any miles. Because I might go in the mountains tomorrow. Wake up around 9, 8. Head out. Do some climbing. A little bit of running. Take the cold plunge. Do some deliveries. Read. I definitely got to get back into reading. I miss reading. I just want to like read and soak up knowledge. It's getting late. I'm hitting the bed. Hey, take care, Tommy. I have a class evening. Okay, yeah, get some rest, Tommy. And it's good to talk to you. And I'm grateful I found your channel, and thanks for the comments, the support, all that. And I'm looking forward to the next video that you post on the hybrid athlete lifestyle. Ultra running, strength training, that self-improvement grind. Appreciate you. You too, Tommy. You too. I gotta finish this book I'm reading so I can move on to other books. Blues still winning. We got 21 votes though. Damn. Hearts. Who's doing the hearts? Can't be Joel. Joel's not a heart guy. I wonder who it is. I'm always curious who's the one giving the... Sometimes I don't even notice it popping up on stream. Time to head home. Get a harmonica. I haven't had a harmonica since I was 6. I think that's the last time I had a harmonica. And that's just because I didn't even learn how to play a harmonica. I was just like blowing and I don't know. Same with the flute. A recorder, not a flute. Had a recorder. I think I played in middle school when I was in Turkey. I started off with the clarinet, then from the clarinet I moved to trumpet. Then I played that for a few years before moving to the States. The trumpet, that was my thing. Then my dad played the trumpet, so I guess I ended up choosing the same instrument he played. And he played the trumpet. He ended up traveling the world with that. You ever go to Cappadocia? I have. Turkey's a beautiful place. I should definitely... You know where I would love to visit before even going to Turkey? Is the place that I was born. Because I don't know anything about the place that I was born. Because from there... Okay, so I was born like 3-4 months premature. So I had some sort of breathing issue. I was born on Micronesia. But from there wasn't any like hospital or anything because it was an island. The islands of Pompeii was just one little island, Micronesia. So they had to fly me over to Australia in like one of those airplanes that have like a medic thing. They had to stick a tube down my throat. I don't know. And somehow I managed to survive. And yeah, from Micronesia, went to Australia, I guess back to Micronesia. I don't remember anything about Micronesia. Then from there to Turkey, and I grew up there for the most part. Where else have I lived? I don't really remember, but I guess Pennsylvania. I was young. Then I went back to Turkey. Yeah, that's about it. Hot air balloon? Never did a hot air balloon. I've seen a bunch of hot air balloons here. People doing it in the summertime. But no, never did. You know what I'd like to do? Scuba dive. What's that thing called? Skydive. Sharks, like where you're scuba diving with sharks. That's something I'd like to do. Cliff dive. Squirrel suit gliding. Now that would be sick. The squirrel suits where you like, you know, those, it's called squirrel suits, I think. That would be sick. Skydiving, that's on my list. Skydiving there's somewhere close by, like an hour and a half. That would be fun. We'll see. Yeah, scuba diving. Free diving, that would be fun. That you gotta have a huge lung capacity for. I've always been interested in like people that push their limits. And free divers, there's a good Netflix documentary on it called Free Diving or something like that. Free diving, I'm super curious about. What else would I like to do? I have no desire for motorcycles or four-wheelers. I think I had the I went to Portland, I went to Oregon, Medford, Oregon, worked on this weed farm, never smoked weed. Just a friend of mine operates the whole weed thing, so I did that for a few months. They did like four-wheelers and stuff, and I just kind of watched. Yo, what up, bro? What's good, Roger? I have a motorcycle, it's fun. Yeah, I've got no desire for that. I don't know. I don't have any desire for like those kind of experiences of like stuff. I don't care much about stuff. I'm not a stuff. I'm like a minimalist, right? I'm like a monk / minimalist where the only experiences that I kind of like, I'm curious about is like the pushing the body far in like ultra distances, Ironmans, free diving, those kind of experiences where it's like testing the limits of the mind. Other than that, I don't care about, I guess, salsa dancing. That's always been on my list, but I don't know why. I don't do it anymore. Motorcycle. Me. I remember Roger. I remember a Roger. But yeah, it's been a while. I'm grateful for every now and then a old subscriber will pop up and say, "Hey, you remember me?" Yeah, been having those recently. I think the last one was this guy called, man, why don't I remember these stuff? He popped up on one of the comments. But yeah, I remember. My memory's not that bad. Especially working with this guy, man. Whew. You gotta be like on point every second. It's exhausting. And he's like, it's a 10-year commitment, which is insane to be committed to this thing for 10 years. Up, Blues winning, 23 votes, 39% red. Red versus blue, like just the favorite color. Anything, don't overthink it. Red versus blue. Oh. Damn, 6:38. Huh. How are you, man? Where are you standing? SR/celibacy day 32, but I had a wet dream today, small one. And then I had one previous wet dream on day, I don't even remember. So 2 wet dreams on this SR journey, 32 days total on celibacy, basically. So that's where I stand so far with that. It took me forever to get back to a month on that journey. What about you, Roger? The goal? No goal. Other than, like I said, consistency with everything. That's the goal. Doesn't matter what I do, as long as I do it every single day. Some type of strength training, some type of cardio, reading, some type of like it's like spiritual, mind, body, soul or something, right? Something for the mind, which is like reading. Something for the body, so like cold plunges, strength training, cardio. And something for the soul, so like meditation, inner work kind of thing. If I can do those 3 non-negotiables, I'll be good. Hey, how you doing, King Dale Clark, my brother? Yeah, it's getting dark early, like 5. It's starting to get dark. 6:42 right now. Hey, yeah, it's always good to see you too, King Dale. Especially because I stream less and less now. I'm a big fan of cold therapy, but came across some new studies. There's studies for like, I don't know. I don't even pay attention to studies. I know how it makes me feel, and I know what it does to my mind, and that's all I care. There's just so many studies for like contradicting. I just do what feels good. Back on the grind? Sort of not. It's a work in progress. It's been up and down, King Dale. I don't know. We'll see. I remember reading a book or two on the Iceman Wim Hof and tried it. Tried cold showers. I liked them. I don't know. Exactly. Yeah, it helps me. And yeah, I've been doing this cold plunge streak, and it's just the act of not wanting to do it and doing it just makes me feel good. You look well. Thank you. Where did I meet Goggins? It was some school called in Allentown, Pennsylvania, a 3-hour drive. I heard about it before he was even super huge, super famous. Got there early. He took a picture with almost every single person in line, a selfie, and it started to drizzle rain, and the line ended up stretching all the way across. He ended up giving like a speech at some gymnasium. Then from there was the book signing thing, where he signed the book. For the line stretched all the way across the whole building. Was it like a school? I feel like it was a private school or something. But it was a free event, so I jumped on it. Free event. I think it was his first ever book signing event for Can't Hurt Me. Can't believe this guy made fun of my mustache. Who made fun of your mustache, Joel? The porn stash? I can't see myself having a mustache ever. Nah. I've had like no beard at one point, and I'm like, I don't think so. You made fun of my mustache? Ian. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, Goggins has really changed his life around, hasn't he? He's currently running another 200-mile event. Like, he started Wednesday, I think. He's running the Arizona 200. Is it Arizona? I think. He's ran August. He's run was it one of the 200 milers? He ran Moab, and then he ran Tahoe 200. Now he's running another 200 within like 3 months, 4 months or so. So, and I don't have Instagram, so I can't really keep up with it. That's the only reason I liked having Instagram, because I can like keep up with like what was going on with ultra endurance events and Goggins, and now I can't really keep up with it. But yeah, get the audiobook. I highly recommend the audiobook, because there's like so much extra content with his mom talking and just other people talking about it. Just like a podcast / audiobook thing. Yeah, me too. Hey, we got 26 votes. It's a lot of votes. This chat's moving. Sometimes the chat doesn't move. Sometimes it's active, sometimes it's not. Some haters say Goggins is for people feeling depressed and lost in life. I would say maybe so, but what's wrong with that? That's where Goggins was at, but I'm sure he appeals to all sorts. He appeals to all sorts because, like, I think most people, they want always to grow, and that's, I think, innate within us, is the desire to, I don't know, learn more about ourselves and grow and just constantly be better. Not be better, but just like, yeah, growth, right? If you're not growing, you're dying. So it's like, there's always this innate desire to want to grow, whether it's spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. There's always something to work on. And the people, I feel like the people who act like they know it all or have life figured out or just like know the least, right? It's like if you know everything, that means you know nothing. And the people that actually are always the beginner's Shoshin, right? You've heard of Shoshin, beginner's mind, always being open to learning stuff and trying new things. That's where you gain the most knowledge. But if you act like you know it all, then you're kind of like capped, right? There's nothing more to like get inside you because you feel like you know it all, and then you have a big ego, and it's like no one wants to be around those people. They're energy drainers, and no one knows it all. The moment I think you find out that you know nothing, that's when life is just amazing, right? Because there's every single thing is like, damn, you're like this curious soul, curiosity, like a kid. They say you either progress or regress. So I understand why Goggins is on that constant hard. Exactly. What's that car doing? And he's at peace. Like, just because he doesn't smile, I think he's like, he likes what he's doing. He does smile. He does laugh. We just don't. He's not posting his whole life on social media, and people, I think, they love to judge and assume and, I don't know, hate on people. And those people have to look within, because the moment you're hating on someone who you don't even know personally, that's messed up. No one knows it all. Great, I agree. I dislike people that, like you said, think they know it all. I always say there's nothing wrong with being confident. Exactly. Gotta be humble, but you can't be like cocky. There's a difference, like you said, between confidence and cockiness. Confidence is like, okay, you're sure of who you are, you know where you're going, but you're humble enough to like seek more or like question yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Or is there a different way about going things? And yeah, it's this ongoing journey of figuring out what works and what doesn't. And sometimes something can work for a period of time before it stops working. Like when you're in the gym and whenever someone takes it upon themselves to feel better. Yeah, yeah. I never liked when people would correct me. But yeah, I'm learning. I've kind of got a cockiness about myself where well, for one, people online who give advice, it's different than people in person who give advice. Because people online, oh, got a comment from my boy Hype Founded. I should make a video on something, I don't know, some topic. I should get this No Nut November challenge done so I can like do something else. I don't even know where my channel's heading, to be honest. It's all over the place. If someone genuinely cares, which is rare, right? There's nothing wrong with correcting, but usually it's for their benefit, so they can think, look how much. Exactly. Plus, it's like, okay, it might work for you, and I don't know, people who just feel like they know it all. It's different than when someone gives advice and they can end the advice with saying, okay, it's where it worked for me. Like, this is what's worked for me. You could try it out. But if you say, okay, this is what you should do, and act like this, like you have all the answers without being like humble, like, okay, it's worked for me. It might work for you, but see if it works. It's different than do this. This is the right way. This is the only way. Religions are the same way, right? Like, believe this and you're going to heaven. Don't believe this and you're going to hell. So dictatorial. I automatically, if someone says do this, like this is the only way, I don't listen to them. Because it's like, how do you know that's the only way? Yeah, I know nothing, and I'm going to stay that way of not knowing anything. Finding what works for me might not work for you, etc., etc. Yeah, let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 more minutes, and then I got to go. Got to head back. It's already 7 o'clock almost. It's what I do, but might not. Yeah, exactly. But not insist that's the only way. Yep. You and I, King Dale, we're on the same wavelength. We get it. We definitely get it. "90 minutes. Ooh, it's been an hour 30. Probably the longest stream I've done in a while. Oh. There's a quote from Nietzsche. I believe it was something like, have my way, you have your way, but as for the right way, the correct, and the only way, it doesn't exist. I like that. I like that a lot. Man, if only I could remember this channel that I've been watching lately. They talk a lot about Miyamoto Musashi and the book he wrote called The Five Books of something, and then Dokudo was the last one. Man, it's this channel that kind of implements his teachings into life. Man, why can't I remember it? I'll have to talk about it in one of my videos, so I like can look at it and then mention it. Wonder. But blue won. It looks like the blue versus red challenge. What's that card doing? All right. I've read a few books in the past. I'm really not the best reader in the world, brother, but I've read Carl Jung. Carl Jung, yep, he's a famous one. Definitely heard of him. Them deep thinkers, yep. Yeah, I need to get back into reading. I need to finish this book that has just been, Warren Buffett's book. I kind of read it, stop for a while, read it, stop for a while. I'm like halfway, 3/4 maybe. Stephanie Cruz, how am I? I'm good. I'm about to end the stream though, Stephanie, in a bit, a short bit. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too, Stephanie. Miss Cruz. Stephanie Cruz. Carl Jung. Yep, definitely heard of him though. 7 o'clock. Whew. It's more like good evening over here. What are you up to, Stephanie? Fitz looks Mexican. Nah. Never. Not me. Captain Z Plus. Hey, but it's good to see you, Captain Z Plus. It's been forever. I believe Goggins said when he was revising for a test, he had to sort of read the page or two. Yep. He had to write it down like 3-4 times before it finally stuck in his head. He would like copy page for page on a spiral notebook. At least that's what I heard or remember. He'd have to get the dive manual 6 months in advance to like copy every page down. What day are you on? 32 with a wet dream last night and a wet dream. So 2 wet dreams so far this streak. 32 days. It's been forever since I've been on 32 days. Makes sense. I think I'm the same. When one is full of anxiety, I guess one really needs to concentrate more. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I need to work on my focus and concentration. The phone is definitely not helping. Because I definitely have some phone addiction, I bet. Because during the week, if I'm always checking out the charts, the markets, and if I'm not checking out the markets, I'm always just checking out my YouTube Studio app, and if I'm not checking that, I'm texting people, and it's a little too much time on my phone. What day you on, Captain Z Plus? I gotta head home. It's been 98 minutes. It's like an hour, 38 minutes. I do wonder if Goggins takes it more easy these days. Well, I don't think so. He's running a 200 miler right now, Kingdale. I have no idea how that's going, but he started on Wednesday. Or was it Tuesday? So, if that's taking it easy. So, we'll see. 50 years old, running 3 200 milers this year, back to back. He's looking good too. Like, he's looking massive. Not massive, but just like ripped for a 50-year-old. He doesn't look 50. He doesn't look 50. Probably is taking it easy. Even 200 miles walking is not easy. Phew. Yeah. I mean, I've walked 200 miles up and down this hill, and that wasn't easy. 200 miles, however way you cut it, is not easy. One bit. It's just some are able to cope with pain and have a high pain threshold, which he has, and some don't. I think his last 200 miler, Moab 240, when he got to 200 miles, he was just like done. He was like, usually he said he gets better in the second half, but he was close to quitting. I think not close to quitting, but just he was having a rough time. I think he was talking about his last 240 miler. And he got it done, as he always does. But he definitely goes through some... I jogged a little bit of it, but mostly up and down this hill for 200 miles. It was rough. I slept a bit too much each day, though. Wish I just tried to go without sleeping, but that's one of my weaknesses is sleep deprivation. I give in as soon as I feel sleepy. G-Dev, what's good, G-Dev? The funny thing is, after those 200 milers, I rested for the day after that, and then I had this Ragnar relay event someone invited me to be part of their team, where everybody take turns running, and it equates to a whole 50K in total, everybody running. And I did that 2 days after. So, yeah. That was fun. I've heard walking every day. I think the one with like the blue zones, the ones that live the longest, Japan, China, I think Japan mostly, they don't do intense cardio. They basically they walk every day. They have a sense of purpose. They're out gardening and like moving their body. They have a strong community. They're always laughing, stress-free. Have I heard of someone named Dean Karnazes? Yep. He's an ultra runner also, but dare I say, I find he brags. Yeah, people don't like that about him, but yeah, he's famous. There's a lot of those ultra runners, but he's one that really tries to seek out a lot of media. And that's why people didn't really like him a lot, because he's a big media seeker. But yeah, they're all impressive. Anybody can push through discomfort like that. Hats off to them. So yeah, I've heard. You know who I really like, who you should look up, Kingdale, is Courtney Dalwalter. Now she's one of the few ultra runners who's actually an ultra runner who I used to follow. Haven't really followed her much recently, but she's really the only ultra runner that I followed. David Goggins is an ultra runner. Cam Hanes is an ultra runner, but they're not. I follow them for like different stuff. He tries to seek out a lot of media. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody's different. So. And Goggins is the opposite. He doesn't seek out media, but the media comes to him. I should get rid of this blue versus red thing. It's at the corner. But yeah, Courtney Dauwalter. Now she's someone I follow in the ultra running space. I don't really follow too many ultra runners. Cam Hanes, who's mostly a bow hunter, who runs ultra marathons. David Goggins, who runs ultra marathons, but that's not like his identity. But the one that is identity, like an ultra runner, is Courtney Dauwalter, who I've been following. And Kilian Jornet is pretty impressive from Spain. But yeah, I don't follow too many ultra runners. Dean's still impressive, but I can relate more to the introvert Goggins, who, as you stated, doesn't seem to really care. Yep. And as a result, more people are like, it's funny how he's not in the media and limelight, and yet he's gotten the most attention. It's kind of like if you don't seek out something, it'll kind of come to you naturally. It's like if you're looking for a relationship or the right person, just be who you are, and somehow you'll attract the right person rather than always trying to seek it out. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, look up Courtney Dauwalter, and there's some pretty impressive documentaries on YouTube with her. Chasing repels things, yep. Yes, I believe sometimes when people try to force relationships, it doesn't work. It could do, but usually relationships that last will just happen naturally. Or if you force yourself too much on one person, that person starts to become repelled by you, and I don't know. I've been known to like be too annoying with people, and as a result, stop talking to them. Too desperate, I guess. Everything is energy. Match the energy of that you want and you'll attract it. Couldn't have said it any better, G-Dev. 1000% true. Heather King. How you doing, Heather? Heather King. Long time no see. Yeah. I'm seeing all these people I haven't seen in a while pop up on my live streams. I remember the name Heather King, but that's about all I remember, I think. I'm no expert on relationships, but I believe most women don't like a guy who's obsessed with them. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Definitely true. All right, let's go home. It's late. Blue versus red. Blue won. Blue won with 29 votes. But you too, Heather, and thanks for stopping by, as well as Kingdale Clark, G-Dev, Joel, Captain Z, Stephanie Cruz, whoever's still on here. There was a Greek ultra runner many years ago. His name. Yeah, what's his name? Giannis. No, not Giannis. A Greek one. Yeah, I mean Dean Karnazes. Is he Greek? I think he's part Greek, but no, that's not the one. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. And it's 110 where I live. G-Dev, you're always up super late. Gotta work on that. All right, let's head home. Whoops. I'm up late today. Yeah, that's definitely late. Yeah, the mustache. Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. Stash. Dude skinned and had the record quickest 1,000 miles. Damn. Yeah. I mean, 100 miles is insane. Just thinking people can go 1,000 is... Can't imagine. Oh. Damn, 7:14. Here's his name, brother. There's something. Add whose name? Oh, Yuri. Yeah. Yuri. That sounds super familiar. Yuri. I don't know. You can look it up. Yuri. Oh. This is one of the longest streams I've done in a while. Green light. Green light. Oh. Yeah. No, sometimes I yawn when I stream a lot. I don't know why. Even if it's daytime, if I stream sometimes longer than 30 minutes, I'll start yawning. So, I don't know. I'm a yawner. Sir Long yawns a lot. Giannis Guros. Yes, that is Giannis. Yep. I've definitely heard that name. Definitely heard that name. Is that the guy? I don't think I said Giannis. Giannis? I did. I was thinking the NBA player, though. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's the one that popped in my mind. The Giannis one. And I'm like, damn, that's that NBA player. Huh. I guess he has the same name, just spelled differently. Have you noticed? There went someone yawn. Yeah, that's definitely. I've seen videos of that too, where someone will yawn and then the whole crowd ends up yawning. I believe he ran 1,000 miles. Probably. Anyways, I'm home. Hope everyone does well, and thanks for joining. King Dale, G Dev, whoever else is still on here. Anyways, take care. Peace. How we going? Safe journey. Hey.